Bill Burt, Hector Longo here at Burt Talk Sports at the Eagle Tribune, www.eagletribune.com. We're here to talk about the NFL, a quick NFL preview heading into Thursday night.
The season that almost wasn't.
Well, the season almost wasn't, but it basically, in fact, maybe that build-up and all the issues that happened makes this feel a little more important. I don't remember the excitement being this high.
I know I'm ready for it, I'll tell you that.
All right, we start out with a big game. We start out tonight. I'm not really looking for a pick in that game, but it is interesting because it does happen. The team that wins the Super Bowl the year before usually gets the bulk of, other than the Patriots in 2001, they usually come back as the favorite. And I got to agree, I really like the Green Bay Packers.
Solid in a lot of ways. I don't know if their defense can be as opportunistic and as lucky or fortunate as they were. You know, you make your own breaks, but they got a lot of good bounces defensively along the way that put them over the top. By the end, their defense was turning games around. You know, it wasn't just Aaron Rodgers. He was spectacular, but their defense was turning games around.
Let's get into a couple of storylines this coming year. The Colts without Manning.
The Colts without Manning, I'm really upset that I did my preview already because I put them in the playoffs. They have zero chance of making the playoffs without Peyton Manning.
They might not win a game, and I'm serious. That's how bad that team is without him.
It's funny. I went up and down that roster. There aren't a lot of great players on that team. I think you're just going to see how big a player he was for them.
Have we seen a shift in the NFL, NFC? Remember, it's been an AFC conference for literally 10 years.
I'm going to stand by that. Even with the Colts down, I like 3 of my top 5 are AFC teams.
But still, that's not the 4 out of your top 5.
We may be in the middle of the shift because it might have been the top 3, top 4, or 4 out of the last 5 have been 4 out of the 5 would be AFC in the last couple of years. But I'm not ready to pronounce the NFC better.
Well, I say that because there's a couple teams. Philadelphia. I mean, a team that we got to flip a coin. They could be a 14-2 team.
The best team money can buy right now.
Atlanta, a very good team. I'm not saying great, but they're a very good team.
I don't know if I can buy with Matt Ryan yet.
So then we got New Orleans.
Yeah.
In New Orleans, I look after the way they went through the league, 2 years ago. I'm not ready to throw them away, and obviously they play tonight.
If I had to pick a top 5, Bill, I got Green Bay in the top 5, and I have Philly in the top 5. I really like Philly. I think Philly's the class of the NFC. And then the other 3 will be Pittsburgh, the Patriots, and the Jets.
Couple storylines. Is San Diego ready to make a jump to the elite?
I don't see that happening. How many chances are we going to give Phil Rivers and North Turner? How many chances do we have to give North Turner to prove it to us?
See, I think Rivers is legit. I mean, you say how many times
I feel
legit.
bad for him because he's played for Marty Schottenheimer and for North Turner, 2 of the biggest non-winners in the game.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess he is a quality performer, but man, he's had no luck coaching-wise.
MVP of the league in this upcoming season.
Oh man, that's tough because I don't think the Jets are going to have an MVP and they're going to be the best. They'll probably be Rodgers.
Okay, the Jets. I'm glad you brought them up because I don't see it. I saw you pick the Jets
Super
to win
Bowl
the Super Bowl
champions this year.
I don't see it. Why?
Well, you're always talking about clutch and being performing when it counts. Everybody gets on Mark Sanchez because of the 4 games he gives away in the regular season. He's had 2 pretty darn good playoffs now in the last 2 years. So I think he is that clutch guy, not a young Brady, but the young kind of brash player that steps in and converts and makes plays. Plus that defense is still damn good. Really
I do
good.
think the defense is good, but I think this is the year that bubble, that gassy.
I love Plaxico Burress with them too. I think he's a huge addition to that team. You got Holmes and Burress on that team. I think Sean Green's ready to become a big-time performer as a running back. I think you got a lot of tools. Dustin Keller's a clutch kid. I think they have a lot of pieces in place. Again, it's a sports radio argument they love to make. If you switch quarterbacks on those teams, what do the Jets beat the Patriots?
Yes.
Of course. With Tom Brady, put Tom Brady on that team.
Well, there you go. That's my point.
Yeah, I know. Well, Tom Brady is spectacular, but otherwise the personnel isn't even close.
My MVP is Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, I think so.
I go back. I saw that replay of the Super Bowl recently. He's amazing. He's Tom Brady 6 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And Tom Brady's lost what that guy did in the playoffs. And I hope he regains it.
He's probably got a stronger arm than Brady ever had. He's got better tools than Brady ever had, except for up top, which is probably close. But his arm is spectacular. Quick release.
We could warn people about going through the divisions, but if we go the final 4 teams in each league, what do you like?
I like the Eagles over the Packers in the NFC, and I think the Jets are going to beat the Patriots in the title.
What about Pittsburgh and Baltimore? That's interesting because they opened the season in Pittsburgh or in Baltimore. Are they both semi-contenders, pretenders? What are they?
I will stick with Pittsburgh. You know, something about Baltimore says they just can't get it done. Is it Joe Flacco? Is it the age on defense with Reed and Lewis?
Well, this is really their year. If they don't do it this year, they're done.
We've been saying that for the last 3 years.
Well, they're getting older on defense,
Right.
and that's the only reason why I say it. Well, it's going to be a fun season.
Absolutely, love the NFL.
The NFL is great. It's the reason why I'm down on baseball right now, because they don't have where anyone can win it, where good management, not just the team with the most money, wins. I think that's why we're going to have a good year in the NFL. It begins on Monday. Please come back here on Monday because we will have a preview of the game, Hector and I. And then during the season, for all the home games, during and after the games, we have 3 videos each game, and we're also going to do it on the road.
At EagleTribune.com.
At www.eagletribune.com. Thanks for watching. Look forward to having a nice season.